Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. Today is the last day of our November Daily Art Journal. The event. It was the whole month. This is the last page, and the last theme is architecture. So, interesting thing is, this house we moved in May or April belonged to an architect in the past, and his widow, she moved out and he rented it now. And he was an architect, and we found a whole lot of these blueprints in the attic. And I took some downstairs to me in my studio because I thought I could do something with it. And now today I think is the day to use a part of it, architecture. So this is this thing here. This is a whole project, and it's very noisy, this paper. It was in the. There must be a date at some stage. I know that. Can't find it at the moment, but it was in the 60s. Oh, that's 62, 1962. And that's all what the planning, or what was planned, if there's a cellar and all the inside, what they want to do wood-wise or brick-wise or whatever it was. And here's all the planning for the prices. And when you have a look at that the whole cost of this building was with the ground, actually, it's not only the house, with the ground, is 40,990. So it's almost 41,000. It was Deutschmarks in the past, of course. That's incredible, isn't it? That's ridiculous. That would be 20,000 euros nowadays. And yeah, so there is everything in the plan of the house, and in every stage. That's the bathroom, and the single print or the single drawing. They drew a lot, or not a lot, that's all drawn by hand. Now when you think about that, it's incredible. So, but that's what I try to use. We'll see how much I really use of that. So, that's it. Follow me if you like to see more. Okay. First of all, I had to choose what image I wanted to use. And I got this one, the front of the house. And I cut it to size. And that will be my focal point. It was really difficult to work with this material. That's some sort of parchment paper, something like that. And then this blueprint from the ground, it's the low, or the basement, not the basement, first level. But it's only one level house anyway, so I cut that out. But I'm not using it. I will only use a part of it. So at the moment I'm trying to find out what to do with it best. And then I thought, oh, that looks quite nice to have the bathroom there behind that house, and it peeks through. So I cut that down to size, and will at the end glue it behind the house. It's still too big, so I will cut it down even more, and then I use a normal glue. This is the tacky glue from Eileen's, and that's dries clear. And you can see here this wall, I cut that down. First initial idea was to have it next to the house, but then I put it here next to the door, but behind it as well. That shines through. So this is the bathroom, and on the other side I will put the wall up. So that's it. And what I will do now, I will take care of the background, and I use my Bista for that. Here for the ground, I use, or the lower part, I use the natural one. It's a brown. That's pigment made from organic stuff, for example. That's walnut, I think. So you can spray it on, or you put it on and spray water on top, and it will react a bit like a watercolor pigment crystal. But of course, it's not that rich like Brusho, for example. But I really like to work with it. It has this dirty look a bit, And this is the yellow one. To me, it's more a greenish yellow, so it's not pure yellow. I really put on quite a lot of water, but I dab off a lot. I didn't want to have it too concentrated, and that's the blue. I really like the blue. It's a fantastic color. But I do the same, put some water on again, and then I dab it off that it is a bit more pale. A bit water sprinkle here with my fingers and let it soak in a tiny bit, and then I will take it off with a kitchen towel. So, and because of course now I have all the background, and I wanted to have the background behind the house pretty light, so that everything shines, of course, through, or it's not covered, or what should I say, it is seen, you can see it well. That's why I put the white gesso, 2 or 3 layers I think I put on, because it activates the blister again and will soak up the color. So I had to do more of more layers. So now I go in and draw some trees, very sketchy trees. So you can see it when I go in with a black Posca. It is very thin at the moment. So that's very, very sketchy. And I will go in with my Pitt Pen big brush, and with different greens, light, middle, and darker one in different areas. And I quite like that. It's how should you call that style? Stylistic, yeah. I think so. I would say that in German. I don't know if you say that in English. So, and tiny dots here for the trees, and the tiles here from the ground. I put some colors in, and then I colorize the house here and there. Not everything. I wanted to have, of course, a red chimney and green door, a bit here and there. And on the right, this terrace, I will put a flower up in a pot later and pick up the red again. Didn't want to leave the chimney there by itself in red. So go over the stones here, or the bricks better said, and a few lines here and there. And then I go for the flower pot on the terrace. And that will be, as I said, a red one, so that I have a repetition of the red somewhere. Okay. Next thing is a bit of green, of course. I wasn't sure. Okay, that is an error, because it's called under the house. It's west, means west. That's why I pointed to the west, and a bit of grey here and there. But at the end, I thought there is something missing, and I start to draw a really, really big tree behind that house. And I think that balances it out so much better. And I will put this how long on to the page, because this guy who built all these houses these houses were pretty effective and very affordable houses. That's what he wanted to build. But for that, we have the same house here, but he built a house for himself like this. And, there is no solid wall, nothing. It's all, I always call this house cardboard house. Of course, it's not a cardboard house, but to me, I've never lived in a house like that with all these ready-made elements. You only have to put them together, but yeah, it's quite good. And I'm wondering how long will that last? I mean, this house is 60 odd years old, so, and it looks in a pretty good condition. I don't know. So, okay, here's the close up already. And the best thing is, guys, this is the very last page for this monthly event. That's my last page for the November Daily Art Journal, and I really stuck to it. Okay, apart from one page, I didn't make the boyfriend page because I had to go to the funeral. But at the end of the day, I made 29 pages, and I think I will do this boyfriend page at some stage to fill my journal up. So that's it. I definitely will do a flip through at some stage. But for now, I'm happy that it has finished. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I hope I will see you soon with my next project. I will see what that will be. No clue yet. So bye-bye.